But where I'm standing, I'm like, this gives us a toehold. Not everything's going to work on it. We're going to need to like bargain future contracts. So, but like, it is now in there that AI is a mandatory subject of bargaining for the first time in toeholds.
That's
Not
fantastic.
everything's going to work on it. We're going to need to like bargain future contracts.
Okay, I'm going live.
So,
All right. Let's see. I got to put my
it is
earpiece
now
in.
in there that
So,
AI
anyways,
is a
that's what Joan
mandatory
of
subject
Arc
of
kept
bargaining
saying to me in
for the
that
first time
recurring
in
dream I had.
toeholds.
Oh, and I'm live. Here we go. Let's see. I know I got a wicked bad feedback. I got one person on here. Let me check the comments. Chat viewing. All right. Let me see if the scan code can on the screen. Woo! All right. Let's see if you want to help support the cause in solidarity. I don't know if you can scan that. Maybe it's blurry. I don't know how that works. Is that part of AI? Well, welcome to the live stream, whoever's here or whoever watches this later. We're out in front of Starbucks in the Witch City Salem in solidarity of all the workers striking. And they're not striking here. They're not a union shop yet. Oh, I hate the bounce back I got. Why do I have such a bounce back? And I'm sorry that I keep saying that. All right. So I wanted to do part of this live stream so workers know about their rights. You have the right to organize. It's kind of like you have the right to remain silent, but just so you know, you have the right to organize. And at your workplace, if a boss tells you two things: one, to not talk about your salary, that's illegal. Woo! Solidarity. So you're allowed to talk about how much you're making. The old guard, older people usually are the ones who tell you it's inappropriate. It's not okay to speak about how much you're making, but knowledge is power. That's what G.I. Joe taught us. And the more you talk about your wages, the better other people will understand, or you'll understand if you're underpaid. Two, you have the right to organize and speak about it at work. If anybody at your work talks about personal things, they talk about the weather, their cat, their mom that's sick, whatever it is. If personal things are discussed at work, then guess what? You have the right to speak about union action at work. You might want to stay a little bit underground because these people will come and crack the whip hard. I think they sent the big bosses down here because today we have a community ally event where customers and other labor people within uh, the labor movement, city councilors, the labor council, SAG-AFTRA is down here, which I am so excited. So excited for them to get off strike. 118 days on strike. SAG-AFTRA members showing up in solidarity. I couldn't be happier to, number one, meet a SAG-AFTRA union member, but also that the solidarity is cross-industry. And that's our power, cross-industry. We're getting a lot of people beefing. So if you know a barista, if you go to Starbucks, what you can do, this is why I was trying to show this. You can scan that code. Hopefully you can scan it on here. I don't know. Hopefully. You can scan that code and you can call your district manager. Call my district manager. Tell him you don't like the long wait times. Tell him you don't want your local friendly barista to be understaffed. You can call in and help us in solidarity and just tell these people stop understaffing, start paying your baristas better wages, start respecting their right to organize. My place, my shop, voted to organize. We won our vote. Starbucks would not, they would not signed the certification, and now we're fighting it out tooth and nail. But we are union. You guys like my socks? I don't know if you could see that, but love these. So my favorite pair of socks next to my Jack Skellingtons. Union! People are looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm standing alone because I'm live streaming. I got my I voted sticker, my union sticker. So today is Red Cup Rebellion. Red Cup Rebellion. That is where allies in the community are coming out to show support. They're calling the district managers, let them know to treat workers better, to better staff, better hours, better wages, better sick time, better health care. And you can support. People in the community can support. That guy's gonna get hit. You can't look at us while you're driving, buddy. We don't want to be dangerous. Or not driving, but pulling out of the parking lot. So Red Cup Day is Starbucks' biggest holiday, made up holiday. Again, America loves making up holidays. Who knows? In the year 2060, Red Cup Day will be celebrated with a red cup in every home and people putting coffee presents under the red cup tree. Jesus. But Red Cup Day is where if you go to this place and you buy a holiday drink, you get a free reusable grande red cup. And then when you bring it back, you get 10 cents off. Let's be honest. If Starbucks wanted to inspire people to bring a reusable cup, that's what it is, it's a reusable cup. If they wanted to inspire people to bring a reusable cup, they'd give people more than 10 cents off. They can afford it. Trust me. That money ain't going to us. They ain't paying us enough. So Starbucks, make it a quarter. Make it half off your drink. Imagine that if they made it half off your drink if you brought a reusable cup. You know how many people would want to recycle? Problem solved. We solved the climate crisis. Jesus. 10 cents off. But you get a red cup, a free one. And you know, if it's free, it's for thee. The public can't resist. So they come. But here's the issue Starbucks is not a little startup, no matter what they've tried to convince you to think. Starbucks is a billion-dollar company, $3 billion in profits, I think, in net profits in 2022. You can look it up. You can get on the earnings call. Just buy one stock and you can get on the earnings call. And and oh, that taxi, the WI scrubbed off on the Witch City. So it's just said TCH, City. I like the Witch City taxis. All right, so Starbucks is not a small little startup company. They can absolutely afford to pay their workers, or they can afford to give people a real discount to motivate them to bring reusable cups. It's amazing that capitalism doesn't want to solve some of the issues capitalism helped create. But I'm out here, and I don't know who's watching, but I appreciate you. I'm not able to see the live chat. Say something in the comments. Oh, now I just lost one person. 50% of my audience. Good Lord. And hopefully, I don't know if they already called the police. Oh, there's some mean looking people. They don't like the rabble rousers. But they got to know, you guys can unionize. You have the right to unionize. You got the right to organize. Federally protected here in America. Just so you know, too, the minimum wage. People love to get this all mixed up. The minimum wage, when it was created, 1933, it was introduced, fought through the Supreme Court, and then finally in 1938, when I don't know if the right word is ratified, but in 1938, FDR had said, maybe it was 33 when he gave a speech introducing the minimum wage. He said, By a minimum wage, we don't mean a bare subsistence level. He said, I mean the wages of a decent living. Now, the minimum wage has not gone up in America since 2009. It is still at $7.25 an hour. Here in Massachusetts, we're lucky, we're fortunate, it's at $15.25. Still not enough. Poverty wages. People should be able to survive earning the minimum wage. You should be able to rent a home, get food, get gas. You should be able to survive earning the minimum wage. And I know that culturally that's not acceptable anymore. They want people who make minimum wage to have to live in poverty and be homeless. But I say, if you work a job, if you're working 40 hours a week, 20 hours a week, I mean, we should be working 15 hours a week with the technology today, but capitalists have perverted the use of our technology and used it against us. But this minimum wage, when it was originally introduced, it meant a decent living. What is a decent living? Not worrying about rent, not worrying about food, not worrying about major transportation, because nowhere in America can you get anywhere without a car. And even in the cities, the public transportation is not reliable. And Starbucks, just so you're well aware, pays minimum wage. Next door, McDonald's, minimum wage. Let's see what other, look at Family Dollar down there, minimum wage. This is what America's become. Dunkin' Donuts over there, minimum wage. Is this what we're content with in America? It to be McDonald's, Starbucks, Dollar Tree, Dunkin' Donuts. That's this whole corner. What happened to the mom and pop shops? Which, by the way, the mom and pop shops that I've witnessed people go to are paying better than these big giant corporations. So when people talk about the free market, and if you don't like your job, just go get another one. Here's the whole block that I'm on. They all pay minimum wage. How are you going to get out of the poverty trap? What, get another job where? And then they say, get educated. Well, you want a better job? Go get a degree. You know how much school costs? You can't afford school if you're working for minimum wage. And let me clear up this myth and misconception. Minimum wage and the Starbucks workers are not teenagers. It is 11:30, teenagers are in school, and guess what? Starbucks is open all across America. They don't close down because the people running the shop are going to school. So let's get that myth busted right now. The other thing is, if you're making 35, 40 an hour, guess what? I hate to break this to you. You're underpaid. Especially if you haven't got a 12% raise in the past 4 years, where inflation went from buying a bag of chips that cost $2.50 to $5. Some of this stuff is just blatant price gouging, but our wages should keep up, and your money is worth less. So if you're making $35, $45 an hour, and you go, well, I don't want people to make minimum wage at $25 an hour, then my money's worth less. No, your money's worth less without anybody making more than you, or closer to the wages you're making. In fact, the real issue is that your money has not kept up with the times. So don't be selfish and go, well, what about me? Just so you're well aware, when unions are in town, your wages go up. Yeah, that's right. We're fighting for everybody. This is not strictly consolidated. This is not strictly a fight for only union people. Us union folks are fighting for everybody's wages to go up. Just look at the United Auto Workers. Okay, United Auto Workers just sealed the deal. I don't think they've ratified their contract, but they just got a contract where their compensation package totals around $98.99 an hour. Woo! $98.99 an hour. Now, if you look at Tesla workers, non-union, notoriously union busted, they're making compensation-wise about $44 an hour. That's the union difference. And now, just so you know, the United Auto Workers that have gotten this contract are forcing the union workers. What they've done are now forcing other companies who do not have unionized workers to raise their wages. So if you read about Hyundai is now giving their workers a 25% raise, all because of the union difference. Because union workers, this beloved free market everyone likes to talk about have pushed the wages up, and now that's the truth trickle down to the non-union workers. So just remember that when you go, what about me? Why should Starbucks workers, like I see in the comments, it's no skill to serve coffee. It doesn't matter. It's not about your skill type. It's about surviving a decent wage, as FDR stated when he implemented the minimum wage. What is decent about poverty? Have you ever lived in poverty? Probably not, if you're talking down on it.
We're gonna take a picture if you
Oh,
want.
yeah. All right. The live stream is going to have to pause for a second. I got to take a photo. Actually, I want to take a photo too. Um, so I'm gonna pause the live stream. What do we go? 15 minutes. I'm going to. I'll join the live stream back in a minute. Oh, someone joining again. But actually, I want to show this flyer one more time.
Stand front and center, dude. You got the
We should
little
stand
worker.
at the sun. Should we have the sun on our faces so we're not all blurred out?
Let's go underneath the shade.
All right. One second. One second.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Right through the. Here we go. Here we go.
Should we get closer? I don't want you to get run over. I need this. You need to squeeze in a little bit.
Okay.
Yes. Very good. All right. That was Jeff's phone. This is my phone.
Are you enjoying the photo?
I'll take it. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
And I'll text these to you, Lily. Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
hold on, one more.
One more.
Yeah, one more.
Jeff, here you go.
Actually, yeah. Can you do one more after that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Thanks for coming, dude.
Yeah.
No problem.
Here, I gotta get to the. There we go.
I know. Sweet. I know you for.
Oh, you could just hit cancel on the hotspot thing. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Right. Oh, you said spaces. Yes. Awesome.
Cool. Thank you so much.
All right. You want to
Oh yeah, I'll take those.
these
Oh, and the sign.
in the sun? There you go.
Thank you.
All
Hey,
right.
really nice to meet you. I got your card. Hey, come into the shop
Over there.
anytime.
I'm literally like right over the bridge.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Hey, stop by, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, I hope you stay busy.
I hope so too.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get into an argument over crappy services like I did 118 days ago.
All right, we got more subscribers. Welcome to the Red Cup Rebellion live stream. Woo, there's some action. All right, the SAG-AFTRA crew has to go do some contract talk, something. I don't know. I can't speak out of school. I don't know what he's going to do. But SAG-AFTRA just left. Wicked excited. I stand with them because I am one of them. Unionized Starbucks workers on the North Shore. And you know, the biggest irony is this irony, or is it kind of is it like Alanis Morissette irony? The biggest irony is, what do the workers want? What are we asking for? Better conditions. We're trying to help serve people. We want your wait times cut down. We want you to have a better experience when you're coming in to get your coffee that might be very expensive. But in the long run, if you look at our contract, we're looking to earn more money so we can afford to get to work. I've witnessed my coworkers have something happen in the car and they can't go to work because they can't afford to fix their car. And then when you can't afford to fix your car, you can't afford to work. And then what do? You're stuck in a trap. That's the trap of poverty. We're also looking to get decent staffing. So when you come in, you don't have to complain and say, I ordered 20 minutes ago. You could say, oh, look, my coffee's ready. This shop is decently staffed. And I'm telling you firsthand, I've been on an understaffed store many times. We're looking to make this company more money. And the proof is in the pudding. Do your research, as they like to say on the internet. I just can't look it up right now, but the statistics about when companies are treating their employees better, they make more money, is just proven. This is not for debate. But Starbucks, the reason why they're union busting is because they want the power. It's about control. Look at what Howard Schultz said in one of his Starbucks workers' meetings. He basically thanked himself, saying, "Who had to ask us to give you Spotify, to give you free Arizona State tuition once you're here for like 4 years or something? Who asked us to do that?" He said, "No one did. We did it out of the kindness of our heart." And what I would like to say is, how is Spotify going to feed people? What do I tell the guy at the gas station? "Hey, I got Spotify. Want to listen to 4 songs? And can I get a gallon of gas?" We're just asking for take the Spotify money and just pay us. In fact, just don't buy a 7th vacation to Europe when you're talking about going to Italy all the time to discover your new coffee mixes. Really nice to meet you. We're just asking for a decency. Like Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, decency, a decent living. We're not asking for lavish life. We're not asking for non-union made Teslas. We're not asking for a second home, even a first vacation. I'm not asking for one vacation. What I'm asking for is to be able to afford oil to heat my home in the winter. Think about that. How come it's selfish and greedy when the minimum wage workers ask for decency? We ask to be able to put gas in our car, to have a sick day, that we're not going to have to struggle with rent at the end of the month. We're asking for simple things. But when Howard Schultz purchases whatever he's purchasing, Jeff Bezos purchases a yacht that he asked the Dutch people to rebuild a historic bridge, that's not greedy. People aren't fighting against him. So don't be a class trader, okay? We're asking for decency. And we're doing it because we love our job, because we want to help serve you better. A lot of support out in Salem. I am very, very grateful to the people that came out. I'm even more grateful to the people that are honking and taking flyers and coming by. My district manager has not seen me yet, but I will say that I don't know if this live stream will get flagged. I couldn't do it on the live stream, but I had Rick Astley queued up to Rick roll and say, "I got a little something to say to you," and then I queue up. "Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. You know it." But share this live stream with people, okay? Because when they talk about the free market, and I see dollar store, Starbucks, McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, and then there's like 4 shells. I say, I want to ask you: is this the America you dreamed of? America the beautiful, with a corporation on every corner and in between? Or do you like the mom and pop shops? Or do you want the people to have some purchasing power? I haven't even got to speak about that on this live stream. The economy isn't good when the stocks go up. The economy is good when people have purchasing power. You want to support local businesses? Support the workers trying to unionize, especially the ones at these billion-dollar corporations. Support the unionized workers at these billion-dollar corporations who are just trying to get 0.001% of their money so they can have purchasing power. And we, the workers, can go out and spend money at the local shops. Right now, I'm making $5 an hour at this place, which is way below the minimum wage. $5 an hour. They take out my health care, they take out my taxes, and I'm left with $5 an hour. You think I could go to a local pizza shop? You think I could shop on Etsy? You think I could support local people? Well, I like to shop on eBay because that supports local people. I have no purchasing power. The people have no purchasing power. I stand with the workers, and you should too. I'll say this a lot. Don't be a class trader. The CEOs don't give a rip about you. In fact, if one of them has patted you on the head for repeating their corporate propaganda, you let me know. I'd like to know if they're giving out little doggy bones and head pats. But for the most part, they don't care. Oh yeah, Emily Rudd. Oh, look at that. My fam up in the. Finally, I can see some comments. Yes, Em, I missed you and I love you so much. Welcome to Salem, Mass, folks. I do my own research. Show us the crowd. It's a small one, but we're strong. And I also listen. I very much respect the people I'm with. I will not put them if they are private citizens. Now listen, if there's a publicly known district manager that comes out here, I'll put him on. I got no problem talking to my district manager. His email's online. If they call us out, call the cops out here, I'll put them on. Public people, public figures, I'm okay with. But I told everybody that I was with, I'm not putting anybody on unless they want to be on. So, or I do my best to not do that. I know some some people do that on YouTube, but well, you know what? Let's say there's stipulations to that too. If somebody's being an asshat or you know, acting out of line. You got to act accordingly. You can put them on. But I love that the comments are working. Ample Thought. Go subscribe to his channel, by the way, everybody. He's making content again. Thank God we guilted him into it. Let's see. Come on. Union supporters. Union support. I got a little confused. Maybe it's too old. We could get the comments up. Have we had the comments up? We're going to do a live stream. And make sure you turn into the live stream later tonight, 6 o'clock, tentatively. Tentatively. Dryer event. The dryer event wizard. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up the live stream in a couple minutes because I want to stand with some of the people that came out. They've been awesome. I just want to make sure we live stream the. Oh, okay, that wasn't the cops. The cops are here bright and early as soon as we got here. Ready to cuff and stuff you. No, they were pretty cool. Well, I didn't talk to them. I stay away. I haven't seen my district manager came outside at first. They probably got scared off and ran inside to listen to Charlie Parker playlists. But I feel bad for the employees in here. They're not unionized, and God knows how the district manager of this shop in Salem will crack the whip. He's the one that sent me home for wearing my union shirt, which is illegal. If you didn't catch the beginning of this video, you can go do that where I go through some of your rights as a worker. You can wear union stuff. You can talk about unions at work as long as people talk about their private lives or anything different than work stuff. If they talk about anything outside of work, they can talk about unions at your work. All you got to do to organize is talk to the people. Something miserable at your work, talk to people. Say, hey, we want to change this. And all a union is workers uniting to come together for a better cause. Whether it be better wages, better sick time, better conditions, better staffing. That's all we're fighting for with Starbucks Workers United. And if you want to help today, solidarity, an action you can take in the Red Cup Rebellion. Join the rebellion. Remember, there were no good guys in the Empire in Star Wars. But if you want to join in action today, you can call the district manager at your local Starbucks and tell them you stand with Starbucks workers. They want better staffing, better wages, better wait times, which is the staffing issue. And check out the hashtag Red Cup Rebellion on all the social medias. All the social medias. How's it going? All the social medias. Red Cup Rebellion is the hashtag for today because today is Red Cup Day at Starbucks. So don't cross the picket line, please. If there is a picket line going on in your community, do not cross it. But this event's wrapping up in a little bit, so pending any managers coming out here, I'm gonna wrap up the live stream. Thank you, Emmy. I love you and I miss you. Gosh, I miss you guys so much. Ample Thought, I will see you later today. And for anybody who's watching this later, look into what a union is. You hear a lot of propaganda and it comes from not only the national news, the mainstream media as they call it. Woo! But the culture market is saturated with misinformation. So I'm going to add this what you're saying. A union is workers coming together to unite for a common cause. Hence, Workers United. That's my union. We came together to fight and to tell Starbucks to respect workers' right to organize. Not only respect their right to organize, but they need to come to the table and bargain with us in good faith. This fight has been going on for years, but they're never going to stop us. We're going to keep fighting for that contract. And you can look it up at Starbucks Workers, SBWorkersUnited.org, I believe it is, StarbucksWorkersUnited.org, if you want to find out more about the union. Or if you are a barista and you want to get involved, you feel like your shop maybe could use the union, you're underpaid, overworked, understaffed, aren't respected, go to SBWorkersUnited.org and look it up, check it out. I love that Salem mostly smells like somebody hit a skunk. Wink, wink. You can't see me winking through these glasses. It smells like the bush. Oh, God. I love this town. Thank you, Salem, for having us out in solidarity. So every single worker on strike, especially the Red Cup Rebellion workers, the Starbucks workers who are risking a lot to go out on strike today and show their solidarity in this movement. So thank you guys. I'm gonna wrap this one up. I appreciate you. Share this live stream with anybody you know who might be mistreated in the workplace. And remember, know your rights. If you don't know your rights, you'll never know when to stand your ground. Thanks, guys.